Good morning. I'm Rodelyn P. Bitanga, the one who report about the strategic management model. This image represents a comprehensive strategic management model. It's outlined a cyclical process, starting with defining the scope and moving through analysis, planning, implementations, and evaluation. So let's break down each of these components. So first, domain definition. This initial phase sets the boundaries of the strategic planning process. Ang includes ani niya kay geographic market area, the specific geographical region where the organization will operate. Second is the segment, the target customer groups the organization will be focused on. Third is primary competition, the main competitors within the chosen market. Next is the target market, the specific customer segments the organization aims to reach. Second is the environmental events. So, this section assesses the external factors influencing the organization. It categorizes these factors into levels. So, first is the remote. Macro-environmental factors like political, economic, social, and technological changes. Second is the task. Industry-specific factors such as competitors, suppliers, and customers. Third is the industry, the overall industry environment and its dynamic. Fourth, factors directly related to the organization itself. And last is the functional internal function areas like marketing and finance. So, the third is the competitive methods, P1, P3, S1, S3. So, this part outlines different competitive strategies, which is ang meaning sa P kay plans, and also which is the strategies the organization can employ. The specific strategies aren't detailed in the diagram but will be defined separately. Fourth is the strengths and weaknesses analysis of core competencies. This crucial step identifies the organization's internal capabilities and limitations. So, the analysis includes functional analysis, evaluation of the effectiveness and different functional areas. Second is the financial position, assessment of the organization's financial health. Third is the visioning competences, analyzing the organization's ability to envision and adapt to future trends. Fourth is the physical assets, assessment of tangible assets like equipment and infrastructure. Fifth is the structure, evaluation of the organizational structures, efficiency and effectiveness. Sixth is the production, analysis of the production process, its efficiency. Seven is the service, assessment of the quality of service provided. And last is the branding, evaluation of the organization's brand, image, and reputations. So, fifth is the mission statement. These sections define the organization's purposes and goals, including first is the nature of business, the core activities of the organization. Second is the target customer, the intended customer group. Third is the product or services, the offering provided by the organization. Fourth is the standard desired, the quality standard the organization aims for. Fifth is the mean to accomplish above, the strategies and resources needed to achieve the mission. So, let's proceed to the sixth, the long-term objectives. This section outlines the long-term goals, including performance measure. So, metric used to track progress toward long-term goals. Second is the action plan. Specific steps to achieve the long-term objectives. Third is the resource needed. Resource required to implement the plan action. Fourth is the evaluation timetable. A schedule to evaluating progress. Fifth is the responsibility. A sign of responsibilities for different tasks. Sixth is accountability. Mechanism for holding individuals accountable. So, 7, which is the short-term objectives. These are the short-term goals that contribute to achieve the long-term objectives. So, the last is the 8, which is the evaluation. This final stage assesses the effectiveness of the implemented strategies and identifies areas for improvement. The result feedback in the beginning of the cycle, ensuring continuous improvement and adaptations. This strategic management model provides a structured framework for organizations to define their goals, analyze their environment, identifies their strengths and weaknesses, develop and implement strategies, and continuously monitor and evaluate their performance. The cycle of the nature of the model emphasizes the importance of adaptability and continuous improvement. So, the next topic is about the conceptual map of a firm structure and contrast. So, the provided image depicts the concept map illustrating the interplay between a firm structure and contrast term, which is contrast, likely a blend of context and trust. So, this map is divided into two main sections, actions and analysis. So, these sections interact with the central elements. Firm structure, which is first is the action. This section focuses on the practical implementations of strategies related to the firm structure. It includes two components. So, first of the components is the implementations. So, this represents the execution of plans and decisions related to the firm structure. This could involve changes to organizational design process or resource allocation. Aligning CM and CC, this suggestion, the process of aligning core competences, which is CC, with the company's mission, which is the CM. This alignment is crucial for ensuring that the firm structure supports its strategic goals. So next is the analysis. This section emphasizes the analytical processes used to inform decisions about the firm structure. It also contains two components. First is the framework for analysis of core competences. These indicate a systematic approach to identifying and evaluating the firm core's strengths and capabilities. This analysis informs the decisions about how to structure the firm to leverage the competences. Second is the strength and weaknesses analysis. This represents a broader assessment of the firm's internal capabilities and limitations. This analysis helps to identify areas where the firm structure may need adjustment. Then next is the Firm structure. This is the central element of the map, representing the overall organizational arrangement of the firm. It serves as a focal point for both actions and analysis. The bidirectional arrows between the firm structure and the other elements highlights the iterative and dynamic relationship between structure, strategic actions, and analytical assessment. Overall interpretations, the map suggests a cyclical process of analysis, action, and adjustment related to the firm structure. The firm continuously assesses its strengths, weaknesses, and core competences to inform the strategic decision. These decisions are implemented and the results are then evaluated to further refine the firm structure and align it with strategic objectives. The term contrast likely emphasizes the importance of the context and trust in the iterative process. A well-structured organization, informed by the thorough analysis and executed effectively, is likely to foster trust and achieve its objectives within the specific context.
Competency model for hospitality enterprises serve as roadmap for attracting, developing, and retaining talent that can consistently deliver exceptional guest experiences. This framework identifies essential skills, knowledge, and behavior required across various roles within the industry. The model typically encompasses four core competencies. First is the guest focus, emphasizing customer service excellence, communication, cultural sensitivity, and guest experience. The second is the operational efficiency, focusing on process management, quality control, problem solving, and teamwork. Third is the business acumen, highlighting financial literacy, sales and marketing revenue, management, and technological proficiency. And last is the personal attributes, emphasizing the passion for hospitality, adaptability, resilience, and professionalism. This competency model can be applied strategically throughout the organization. It guides talent acquisition by identifying candidates with desired skills and attributes for specific roles. It informs performance management by establishing clear expectations and providing constructive feedback based on competency levels. Furthermore, it facilitates training and development by tailoring programs to address competency gaps and foster professional growth. By consistently utilizing the model, hospitality enterprises can create a culture of excellence, attract and retain top talent, and ultimately achieve long-term success in the dynamic and competitive hospitality industry. The Resource and Capabilities Model for Hospitality Enterprises. This report explores the resources and capabilities model as applied to hospitality enterprises. This model, rooted in the resource-based view (RBV) of the firm, emphasizes the importance of internal strength in achieving sustainable competitive advantage. It recognizes that hospitality business, like any organization, possesses the unique resource and capabilities that can be leveraged to create value and outperform competitors. First is the resource and capabilities, the foundation of the competitive advantage. The RBB posits that a firm's success is driven by its unique resources and capabilities, which can be categorized as tangible and intangible. Tangible resources include physical assets like buildings, equipment, and inventory. Intangible resources encompasses less visible assets like brand reputation, employee knowledge, and customer relationship. Capabilities refer to the firm's ability to deploy its resources effectively to achieve strategic goals. In hospitality, These capabilities might include delivering exceptional customer service, managing complex operations, and adapting to changing market demands. Second is the applying the model of to hospitality enterprises. The RBV framework highlights the importance of understanding and leveraging hospitality enterprises' specific resources and capabilities. For example, a hotel with a prime location and a strong brand reputation can leverage these resources to attract premium customers. A restaurant with a talent chef and a unique culinary concept can build a loyal customer base through its culinary capabilities. By identifying and developing key resources and capabilities, hospitality enterprises can create a competitive advantage that is difficult for rivals to imitate. This model emphasizes the importance of investing in human capital, building strong brand equity, fostering innovation, and developing operational excellence to achieve long-term success in the dynamic hospitality industry.
So next is transformation process requires specific technologies to bring about the conversion of inputs into outputs. It includes those systems that are used in the processed food production systems, quality control systems, production management and engineering systems, cost control systems, and management information systems are a few examples of processes that are integral to converting the inputs into the desired outputs. Each process utilizes specific technologies purchased or designed to produce the products and services offered by the firm. And next is output. So outputs is the system model or the products and the services that are produced to the desired standard for every customer and add value for the owner of the firm. These standards will have been determined by the environmental scanning activities, which have identified tomorrow's opportunity for those firms who seek to be industry leaders. Exhibit 7, the system model of production. The inputs represent the mix of raw materials, labor, and capital that are necessary to produce the desired end product. The quality of those inputs is determined by the amount of resources the firm commits to each of them. Usually, a firm is able to achieve more advantage if it has superior access to the inputs it needs and can influence the nature of the supply and demand relationships that exist in their business domain. For example, large volume purchasers of some products are able to influence the price, timing of production, and even the overall quality of a product resulting from that production. Last is feedback systems. Feedback system must be carefully designed to alert management when this is not the case. That is to say, feedback systems themselves become important core competencies. The popularity of what is referred to as the balanced scorecard illustrates how important it is to determine performance measurements for all competencies necessary in executing the firm's competitive methods. 10. Organizational structure formalization. The concept of organizational learning suggests firms can achieve competitive advantage by creating an organizational environment that encourages the firm and its employees to reinvent themselves. The concept of reinvention refers to the ability to generate new products and services on a regular basis. In other words, this is similar to the points made in the chapters on the environment. That is, firms must seek to renew themselves in the context of the dynamic and complex nature of today's business environment. Social awareness is increasingly becoming an important competency, whether the issue is the environment, poverty, or other forms of social consciousness. Many firms are seeking to develop capabilities in these areas. Companies such as Ben and Jerry's have achieved Some success in this area, the developing synergy between the growing power of buyers and the firms they interact with in efforts to improve on social awareness, is likely to see a growing importance of this capability, requiring firms to develop this capability today and in the future.
Organizational structure centralization refers to the degree to which decision-making authority is concentrated at higher levels of management within an organization. In highly centralized structures, top executives hold most of the power and control over operations, while lower-level employees have limited autonomy. This approach emphasizes uniformity, efficiency, and consistency in decision-making but can lead to slower response times and reduced employee motivation. Organizational structure complexity in an organization encompasses the number of specializations and the degree of task complexity which presents significant challenges for effective implementation. Factors such as the variety of position, distribution channels, and brand segments contribute to this complexity. Nag-require sa diri ang management to rely more on thinking mechanisms among functional areas for successful strategy execution.
Organizational structure configurations, which refers to how task, authority, and responsibilities are arranged within a company. For example, locus of decision making, where decisions are made at the top level, centralized or spread across different levels, decentralized. Corporate refers to the top level of the organizations where major strategic decisions are made. Divisional, large organizations may divide their operations into divisions based on product, region, or market, each with its own management unit. Smaller groups or teams within the divisions that focus on specific tasks or projects. Stratifications, the layers or hierarchy in the organizations, such as levels of management like executive, middle, or operational. Then, delegation, the process of assigning tasks or authority from higher levels or management to lower levels. Power, the authority to make decisions and enforce rules within the organizations. Control, the mechanism used to ensure that tasks are complete as planned and goals are met. Responsibility, the duties or tasks assigned to individuals or teams. And lastly, accountability, the obligations of individuals to report and justify their actions or decisions to others. Organizational structure configurations is about how an organization is set up physically, including where teams, departments, and individuals are placed in the workplace. It also involves the design of the office, how close teams are to each other, and how information flows between people. This setup affects how employees work together, communicate, and interact with customers. For companies with office or units in different locations, configurations becomes even more important because it impacts how well people in different places can collaborate and coordinate their work. A good configurations is designed to make communications easy, support teamwork, and create a smooth and efficient work environment. Organizational structure flexibility, which means how adaptable a company structure is to change in its process and environment. The core process of transformations in service delivery refers to the key activities or operations that help deliver service to customer. Flexibility in this context means the organizations can adjust or modify this process to meet new demands, solve problems, or improve efficiency. The, the arrows of either side likely represent inputs, resources, information, or customer needs, and outputs, service delivery. Flexibility ensures that this process can change smoothly without disrupting the organization's goals. And organizational structure flexibility means how easily an organization can change its setup to deal with new situations inside or outside the company. It's about adjusting things like roles, responsibilities, process, and the overall design to keep up with change in the market, customer needs, or technologies. Flexible organizations often have fewer management level, like flatter hierarchies allow decisions to be made at different levels, like decentralized decision making, and use teams from different departments working. Then cross-functional teams, they also use agile methods that let them adapt quickly. This flexibility helps organizations handle change smoothly, come up with new ideas, and take advantage of opportunities without major disruptions, keeping everything efficient.